Well, welcome baseball fans to Tuesday night out here at the Man Shack Fields. And we've got a contest between the Brewers in the Michigan uniform lookalikes, navy and gold, and the A's in the classic yellow and green. And they're the home team, so Brewers start out batting here at the top of the first. Number 4 leading off for the Brewers. And Coach Charlie zipping them. Brewers start the season 0-2. They're looking for their first win tonight. Fingers crossed. And batter watches that one go by. Umpire just to my left will be calling pitch count, which is pitches remaining and strikes. And he says 2 strikes on the leadoff batter thus far. And he's got 3 pitches left. And 4 pipes one right side, just foul of the right first base, showing that he can swing it, he can hit it, and if he can straighten out, he may can light things up here to start. Late game slot, 7:15 is the first pitch, and we're on time, and this one's going to be fair. He drops it just behind first base, and 4 is going to go to 2. Cutoff man not there. And 4 is going to go 3 as well. Coach sends him on. And 2's trying to track him down with the ball in hand. He'll park up there for the triple. And the Brewers have a guy on, starting hot. Number 12, Levi, batting in the 2-hole for the Brewers. Right-handed. And fouls this one back towards me. Might have been a little bit of a low pitch, but he's hungry and he decides to take it anyway. Catcher for the A's in good position just behind him. And this one's piped to deep left center field, and it drops before the outfielders can get there. It's going to score 1 run, RBI, and 12 turns to look. They get into second to hold him at 1, but a big monster shot from Levi in the 2 spot. So third man up, toes on the line of the box, right-handed as well, and he's going to scoot back a little bit, thinking this one a little close to the chest. It's number 7. Batting third. And score 1-0, no outs. Good looking pitch and a good shot. This one's going to drop just behind second base. 12's got to go. He was holding up to make sure he didn't have to tag up. Now he's going to jet to third base. Some aggressive base running. First base coach sends 7 on. Ball thrown past third and 12 will score. 7 on second. He'll hold him there. And as we see so often at every level of baseball, especially this one, throwaway balls are expensive, and it cost the A's another run there. Southpaw slugger, Hudson, number 1, up, fouls this one back with the first cut of his at-bat. And he's got a man on second in scoring position. Still no outs. And he watches this one go by. Decides to get a little tempo test of the pitch. And it is a headwind for the batter tonight. So Coach has got some help behind him as he's zipping these balls in. Hudson will take that one, but it's going to go foul as well, so he's got 2 strikes on him. If you've ever done coach pitch before, then you've had to learn the finesse of the pitch. You don't want to throw it so fast the batter can't get it, but you don't want to throw it so slow. Another foul ball there for Hudson as he stays alive. But the batter's having to battle the drop of the ball as well as the speed coming towards him. And so if you can find that middle ground and put a little zip and there's not much drop on the ball, it's helpful for the batter. And just like that, number 1's got a hit right to the pitcher. He does a full 360, and 1 is going to go to second. It's going to score another run. So the third run comes in, and the throw to second is there. They're going to put a glove on him anyway, but time is called. Hudson safe on second with the double. And so no base touched by the batter there. And so they reset him and send him back. So still in the box now, foul ball. Next pitch comes, and a big swing by 11. He had to reach for it and go down for it to the basement, but couldn't quite reach it. And he's got 2 strikes and 3 pitches against him. A's get their defense in position just like they like it. High pitch, 11 chases it, and it's gonna just drop foul. 3, the first baseman had a chance at making that first out of the inning, but he couldn't quite get there. Coach is telling him to use his wheels, use his legs. It's a full body sport and get after it, but it was close. And batter stays alive in the box for another pitch. And he gets a hold of this one right to the pitcher, and it's dropped, hit him in the glove, and then 11 stumbles, and then the pass ball to first base is going to bail 11 out. He gets to second, and it works out for the Brewers. So a lot of action right there in that shot. Number 9, the batter, and perhaps a close call as he fouls this one back. Third base coach making sure the Brewers stay in the correct batting order so as not to draw an unnecessary out. On deck man was the man in question. They get him switched up and fixed. Second pitch coming. And it's another foul ball and about took the head of the opposing team's coach off. And he is okay, showing those cat-like reflexes. He's maskless right behind the plate. And 9 hits it to third base, hard through the legs. Got a hold of that. And they're going to send 11. No, they're going to hold him at third. Thought about sending him, but while they make that play, 9 goes ahead and gets to second and puts 2 guys in scoring position for the Brewers. If both these guys can get home, it would end the inning with a 5-run rule. So the correct man up to bat now, 6, and he pipes one left side foul, but used the muscles and just swung a little early perhaps. It was close, and he'll have another shot here on just the first strike. Second pitch is true, and right to second base glove, so he's out. 9's got to go back and tag. He's going to race him. He slides to get it, but he got him before he could get down. All he had to do was touch the base. But he went for the tag, and it worked out that time. That ends the inning with just 3 runs scored. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. So bottom of the first we go. Number 2, the leadoff batter for the A's. Right-handed, batting .305 for the season. Just kidding, I don't have a clue. And he pipes a low pitch right to the pitcher and a rocket to first base, and he got him and threw him out. So everything was exceptional on that first play. A good rip, a good stop, a good throw, a good catch, a good run through the base, and fundamental baseball is what we just saw. So 1 out down for the Brewers as the 2-hole steps up to bat and takes his first cut. Next pitch, number 9, he decides to swing at that as well, so he's got 2 strikes swinging in the count. And the A's coach puts a little zip on the ball. He knows, I'm sure, what each player likes. Or perhaps he's training them all to like the faster pitches. That one was outside. He waited. And he's got 4 pitches on the resume, which leaves him just 1 to connect. And so here comes the famous line at the Pinto level. He's swinging, alerting the defense to the fact that he likely will put one in play, and it's fouled, and he stays alive. So last pitch is a foul and nearly took Coach Charles' hip out. We almost had to witness a hip replacement. And 9 staying alive, 3 fouls in a row, and he's hanging like the good batters do. And another foul, 4 in a row, and he's close. And this time 9 connects right to second base. Has a little trouble with the field, runs through, and a good catch by the first baseman, but it's too late, and he's safe on 1, and the A's have their first man aboard. 3-0 the score, 1 out, and 1 man on for the A's as the third spot batter, number 1, steps up to the plate, takes a swing, and has an early strike in the count. Here comes the second pitch. Goes down for it and fouls it, but he's wearing 2 now. So 2 pitches, 2 strikes. And the tempo between pitches is quick, and 1 strikes out for the second out of the inning. And the Brewers just need 1 more to end it and go to 2. Number 3, play. It's like a bunt style. Pitcher's going to race up for it and probably just hold it. And second base goes to third base. And the pitcher showing his competitive edge, asking the first base coach to send him on. Let's keep some aggressive base running going. 2 on for the A's. Fifth batter is a lefty. And a zip and a foul ball. Number 8 finding it. Got the early strike on him. Wind staying constant out here. Not abusive, but certainly constant. 8 finds this one. Pitcher's going to step in front of it. All he has to do is throw it to first. And he does, and he gets him. And he ends the inning. How about that? That's some fantastic baseball from the pitcher position in that bottom of the first inning. Handling that ball and making the play. Top of the second. And Brewers back up to bat. And number 2 wastes no time, putting one in play. Hits it to second. Underhand toss. He slides into it. And he's called out. And so he got there in a hurry. And he'll run through it next time after Coach talks to him a little bit and get there a little faster than putting the brakes on sliding. But a great play by second base, who fumbled it twice and then made the underhand pitch. You can tell he's had that done in practice before. Number 3, Sarin Ball, the right-hander, up for the first time tonight. Swings at the first one a little early and perhaps didn't watch the ball. Got the elbow up, ready for the next pitch, and takes this one with swing style as well. And showing he's hungry. Coach tries to put a little closer to him, and he stays alive with a foul ball. I could tell Coach Charlie made a little adjustment on the pitch to try to throw the ball closer to him, as his first 2 swings were too far away. May need to hug the plate a little more. Taps the base, an effort to kind of measure up. 4th pitch coming, and Sarin strikes out. 1 out for the A's as they're trying to climb back in this one. And number 10, the gray helmeted batter, up next, takes his spot in the box. And Coach Charlie takes aim. Zips one, and he puts a bat on it. And it's caught by the first baseman. Would have dropped foul. Number 3 made the play. And just like that, 3 up, 3 down. And the A's show some defensive prowess in the top of the second. So A's licking their chops, going to see if they can't score some runs here in the bottom of the second. And number 4, the batter, the right-hander, watches the first pitch. Each batter, of course, gets 5 pitches. He'll take a shot at this one and rip this one foul off the right edge of the foul line. And this one's true, right at the ankles of Coach, out to the outfield. Sarin's going to get it and throw it into second base. And that'll hold the runner at 1. But a good pipe straight down the middle of the baseball field gets the A's their first runner in a possible scoring situation. First pitch from 11, it's a foul tip. And so he'll wear the strike there. Second pitch is a foul to the right side. A little late on the swing, and he'll see if he can't time this one a little better. Looks like the A's have got, the ones that are wearing knickers anyway, black stripes. A single black stripe on their yellow socks. A little drip, as the boys call it, perhaps. Style, we see some of these kiddos with sleeves on their arm. And as I'm daydreaming about drip, the batter has struck out. Number 11 is out. And the Brewers have their first out of the inning. And Coach, the pitcher, doing a little coaching from the mound there. And he hits the base with the baseball. Number 5, the batter. Hudson, number 1, playing the pitcher position for the Brewers. And it's seen a lot of action tonight, that position has. And batter waits on this pitch. Has 2 strikes. And he hits this one right to first base, and he has to tag up. Number 4 needs to go back and tag the base, and he'll do it. And it's a double play from number 4. And that'll end the inning. Scoreless still for the A's. 3-0 Brewers, and we'll go to the top of the third. So number 8, Leo the lefty, up to bat to start the top of the third, and the Brewers defense has been outstanding so far, holding the A's scoreless. Gonna see if they can't extend things here. Number 8 takes a swing at the first one and has his first strike. Second pitch, same result, and he's got 2 strikes on him. So he's 2 pitches into a possible 5, and needs to be choosy here, and decides to not swing at that one and stand there and get a little feel. And the coach does a magic trick, a little fake throw, drops it behind him, and then gets it again. And 8 takes his third swing. No bueno, but a good try by 8, and the A's record their first out. And Wyatt, number 4, the red helmeted right-handed sure swing batter, up at the plate, and he's going to let the first one go and stare Coach Charlie down in the eyes. And he'll take his selections from the next 4. A little high perhaps, and decides didn't like that one. And so with 3 pitches left, he can take all the swings he wants to now. And that one was a little lower, perhaps inside. He's got 2 left. And coach is encouraging Wyatt to go ahead and take a cut here both times if needed. That one's low, and that was the right one to lay off of out of the whole pitch count. So last swing here, and Wyatt's going to show everybody that that's all he needs is just 1. Coach Charlie certainly feeling the pressure when he gets to a last swing situation, and hangs his head as he drops it and apologizes. Says he'll buy him a steak dinner after the game. I've pitched before at this age, and I certainly know that feeling and don't envy it. Number 12, the batter, and hits the catcher in the mask as batter takes a swing. 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Score 3-0 Brewers. And a cut swing, checks it. And 3 pitches, still 1 strike. Fouls that one. 2 strikes and 2 pitches left. Brewers looking for their first guy on base for the inning here. And that one's going to do it. It gets past third. Split between shortstop and number 7. Outfield's going to throw it in clean to second base. Hold him at 1. But just like that, the Brewers have a guy on here in the top of the third. Everett, the batter, number 7. And he's got a gray helmet to match his gray bat. Looking the part. Takes aim and then moves out of the way as the pitch brushes close to his chest. At the next level, he can wear that one and get on himself and move the runner on first to second, but not here. 7 takes a pipe, and it's going to drop fair. It'll send 12 on. 7's going to go for the double himself. Hits the cutoff man to the A's, and then he'll hold it. He throws it home as the runner's coming home, and he'll score. And here comes the batter all the way around to get down, and he didn't have the ball in his hand. He tagged him with the glove, but the ball wasn't there yet. And an in-park home run is the result for number 7 as the Brewers score 2 and improve their lead to 5. So number 1, Hudson, the lefty, takes a huge swing. Would have sent that one out of the county for sure if he got a hold of it. But he missed it for strike 1, and so 4 pitches remain on the count. And a high one, and 1 chases it, and he sends this one up and over. Foul. Coach Charlie really showing his repertoire as he's having to throw to both right and left-handed batters. The Brewers have a couple of lefties, and so it's always a bit of a challenge to throw to both sides like that. 1 lets this one go by, and Coach Charlie looks over at third base coach, telling him maybe to get off the plate a hair. And a big swing there, but it won't work out. And strike 3 is the 3rd out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. 5-0 Brewers on top. Number 6 in the Knickers, left-handed batter, gets a piece of the first one, but it rolls foul. Thought for a minute that it might have the bunt effect. And 6 standing on top of the plate. We'll see if they get him to move back a hair perhaps. And coach at the mound will tell him to scoot back a bit. Here comes the second pitch. And then a double wind up there, and 6 gets it, and it just goes foul. It hugged the line there for a minute and wanted to stay fair, it looked like, but the inertia took it just left of third base for the second strike of the count here. And this one's popped up, and gave the catcher an opportunity if he wanted it, but these guys are just learning to flip the mask and hop up to their feet. And with that swing, 6 strikes out for the first out of the bottom of the third inning. I was about to say 2 lefties here in a row, but number 7, who went to the left side lineup of the plate, then gets back to the right side, takes a swing, misses, strike 1. And the second pitch coming quick, and he swings at that one as well. That was a bit inside, and he's got 2 on him. 3 pitches left for the right-hander. And he swings a bit early and strikes out as well. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, and the A's still looking for their first blood. Batter trying to get his position correct in the box. Was too close at first, and they had him scoot back a bit. And now they've got him where they like him. And here comes the first pitch. And looked like the head stayed out on the pitcher as he swung at it and missed. Strike 1. Coach telling him to make sure he keeps his eye on that ball. Watch it all the way down. A little early for the next batter, or excuse me, the next pitch. And he's got 2 on him. And we'll take a pause here as we get the catcher gear outfitted. So 1 strike away for the Brewers to get their third perfect defensive inning. And it happens. And we'll go to the top of the 4th and see what the Brewers offense can do. Number 11, Hayes, the batter, as we start the 4th inning here. And he's going to take the first swing and race to first base. But the first baseman makes the clean grounder grab and beats him to the base for the first out. So with 1 out in the books, Daniel, number 9, comes to the plate. And he's got the size to swing that bat hard, and does. Foul ball. Hits the top of the baseball as it drives into the ground, and he'll stay alive for another pitch. Second pitch. And 9 pipes one deep left field, but it's foul. He got a hold of it, and I mean hard. And if he straightens that one out, it could be lethal. So 9 staying alive here in the box, and went down to the basement for that one.
Good try.
And unfortunately struck out. We all wanted to see what he could do, putting one in play, and we'll get another shot next time. Right-handed batter, he's a little far off the plate, so Coach Charlie tells third base coach to scoot in a bit.
There you go, bud.
And here comes pitch number 1 for him, and a big cut. A little early. And times that one better, and it's fair. Pitcher races up, gonna try to make the play at 1, and it's thrown and dropped. He comes off the bag, and so he's safe aboard number 1 base. He caught the ball, but he had to come off the base to do it, and 6 got there safe and sound for the first guy on in the top of the 4th. And so with 2 outs in the books, first base run will be running on any contact here. And number 2 watches the pitch go by. Next pitch on its way, and he gets this one right to third base, and it's caught clean for the 3rd out of the inning with 2 strikeouts. That'll end it. And no scores come in on that one. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th on the edge of our seat and see what happens. So bottom of 4 we go. We've been playing for 1 solid hour. And the first pitch, low, 2 gets it, but fouls it to his left side. And he's got an early strike at the at-bat here. Another one, 2 gets this one. It's going to go right to second base. Fielded clean, zip, thrown. Hudson, the first baseman, can't quite make the play. And Number 8, the right fielder, comes all the way over to back up that throw. I've never seen it done quite like that. You got to give a trophy to number 8 for backing up that throw. He is playing with his head on straight tonight, and perhaps saved the runner from going to second base. And 9 crushes one to second base and just misses it. 7 trying to get underneath of it, and 2 showing the speed. He went halfway like he was going to have to tag up, but there's no third baseman there, and so he couldn't throw it. The runner sends him on, and then as he's looking, he sends him to second. And now they're sending him on, so he's just running around in the infield, and they'll score 2. And the A's have their first run of the night as they kind of played a hide-and-seek style there. So the A's have their second run in scoring position on third. Low pitch, 1 finds it, fouls it to the right side. So fast pitch, fast cut. And it'll be a deep shot if he can straighten that one out. And number 1 misses this one, so he's got 2 strikes on him now. And he digs his feet in. He's been to the plate many a times, you can tell. And this time he gets one right to first base, hits Hudson in the shoe. Right field runs like he's going to be the cutoff man. And so it's right center who gets it. 10 throws it in. It's going to go to second. It's going to be an in-park home run as he fires it home, but it's going to be just late. And number 1, showing that big swing, makes it count. And he drives in 2 runs, counting himself, and brings it within 2. Right-handed batter, number 3, puts one in play. It's a good spot, just over second's head. 8, the right fielder, going to get it, throw it to the cutoff guy. And then they're going to send it on to third, and so 7's going to try to throw him. Throws it, and it's just dropped by 9. And so they'll try to throw him out at home. Here comes the throw, and it's a little high. And with the throwaway ball, 3's going to score and bring the scoring frenzy within 1. So 1 more run here would tie the game and end the inning. And a hard shot to the shortstop as 8 runs through the base. And he'll hold it, throw it back to pitcher. And the tying run in position now on 1. Right-handed batter takes a cut, swings, and nearly takes the head of the head coach off. But he's spry and looks alive and stands in there to take another day. Second pitch is a shot to pitcher, and he's going to throw this one. It's caught by Hudson for the out. And he's trying to send on the runner to third, but he wasn't watching. So with 1 out now, the race is on to see if the Brewers can get 2 more outs before the 5th tying run comes in. 11 foul tips this one for strike 1. And then a little coaching from the pitcher going to happen again here. So they must have changed the rules since I was doing this last. And 11 fouls 1 to the right side. All these foul balls going right because the pitch is coming in with some heat. And so these boys are trying to catch up to it. But when they do, they're being sure-shotted here in the 4th inning. And a little early, he tried to catch that one and get ahead of it, but got ahead of it too much for strike 2 and the second out. And so the score, 5-4. Brewers going to see if they can't strand the base runner on second and end the inning here. And an early swing by number 5 results in the first strike of the at-bat. Second pitch, same result. 3 pitches left, 2 strikes on the batter. The deficit is 1 for the A's, and 5 strikes out. And the Brewers escape the inning by the skin of their teeth to keep the lead, 5-4, and we'll go to the 5th inning.
What's wrong with his belt?
So top of the 5th inning, as we near the time limit of an hour and 15, and Sarin Ball still looking out at the pitcher. Second pitch, and this time he hits it, he pops it up, and it is caught clean by second base, so unlucky there. Finally connected with the ball. And that's actually been the Achilles heel of the Brewers at bats. They've been popping the ball sky high, and the A's have been catching them in the air. And maybe They can start to line drive a couple here. Right-handed batter, and he does! He puts this one over the top of shortstop, and just on cue is number 10 as he runs through first base, and the Brewers have one on aboard. So with one out and one man on, Leo, the lefty, comes to the plate and takes aim and pulls the trigger, but to no avail. Here comes the one-strike pitch, and 8 a little slow on the swing, but still has a smile on his face. Number 10 aboard the first base, and 8 a little late on the swing as well, so he'll get the timing worked out and be back next time, but for now it's 2 away. So with 2 outs, number 10 will run on any contact, and there's the contact there, and it's a good one from number 4. He puts it in play to the outfield. Number 10's going to go on to third base, and number 3, Jared, stops the ball at second, and now 4 is going to go and get it to second. And when he runs back like that, they nearly sent the third baseman, runner rather, home, but he stayed put, and there's 2 Brewers in scoring position. Number 12 with a big cut, perhaps a little early. Gonna have to get the timing and let it get back to him. Elbows up in position in the box, comes the next pitch, and he lets this one go. Times it up. 1 strike, 3 pitches left. And here it comes. And he dances out of the way. And 2 more to go. And we'll take a break while we get the catcher situated. And another move out of the way, and so here comes the last one. And there's no moving out of the way on this one, as he'll have to try with all his might to send it. And he does, right to third base. It's fielded cleanly, but it wasn't a force. And he stepped on the base thinking it was. And so the Brewers are all safe. They stay alive, and 10 will score. And the score extends by 2. So 6-4 with a 2-out rally on. Everett up to bat. And he pipes this one right past second base, and it'll score. Number 4 comes in, and they throw it behind the runner to first base, but it's safe in Jared's arms. Score now 7-4 with 2 outs. The Brewers showing a little something here at the top of the 5th. The left-hander Hudson, number 1, up to bat, and he's got a good one. If he can connect this ball with it. Perhaps swung a little high at that one. Runners on 2 and 3 with a 3-point lead here. And Hudson's going to let this one go by after taking a swing at the first one. So 3 pitches remaining, just wearing 1 strike. And grips the bat and takes a cut and nearly puts it in play. Had a little backward spin on it as it went down and hit the plate. And he does his pre-swing routine there, a couple hops on the ground, resets, and takes a high shot over shortstop's head for an RBI, and then safe at 1, and another run will come in, and then they throw, so he'll go to second and get 2 runs out of it, and the score goes to 9. Hayes up to bat and went down to the basement, nearly dropped to his knees to take that one, so he'd love to have it back. But the good news is he's got a couple more chances here to redeem it. 4 pitches left, and here comes the second one, and it's a foul ball right over the catcher's head. And so 2 strikes now on the batter. Hudson aboard second. And 11 takes a big swing and fouls it down, just like Hudson did the previous batter on his foul ball. And so 2 strikes with 2 pitches remaining. Looking to RBI here. And the long 2-out rally has been on here. And Hudson drops down and strikes out, and that'll end the inning. 9-4, Brewers always go to the bottom of the 5th. So here's the situation. Time has expired, or at least will in the next minute or so. So the home team, the A's in this case, who are down 9-4, will get to bat here. And if they can get a 5-run rule, then things will be tied up. If the Brewers can get 3 outs, it'll end the game and give them their first win of the season. Here comes the first pitch, and Six is going to put it in play right to third base, and he overruns it. And so the base runner's going to be safe on first. Unlucky, as he misjudged it, perhaps looking in the lights. And almost gift wrap for the Brewers, but not the way they planned and drew that one up. And the right-handed batter comes up to bat as the A's try to climb in to that 5-run lead. And pitcher waiting for the first base coach to finish talking to the runner, and this one's thrown in the dirt, but the swing is taken anyway by number 7. And a better pitch there, and a better shot, and it was almost on top of the catcher's head. Mike could have dunked him on the head, and they'd use that as a coaching tip for next time. 7 puts a bat on it. It hits him, so it's foul. It tagged his body. But coach saying always a good idea to go ahead and put a glove on the runner, the would-be runner anyway. So 2 strikes on number 7. Brewers looking for their first out. And the pitch comes, and 7 fouls another one to his left side this time, showing he's an equal opportunity employer, putting foul balls every which direction. And we'll wait for the catcher to get back in place. And this time a pipe, but it's still foul, so he's getting closer to straightening it out. So last pitch here, a must-swing opportunity, and he will, and he won't connect it, and so the first out of the inning is recorded. And so both squads showing a little promise on what they need to happen here in this inning. The A's getting a guy on, and the Brewers getting an early out. First pitch is foul by about 7 feet off the third base path. And he goes ahead and practices the run down the line anyway. Not a bad practice. Play at 1 or 2 for the Brewers here. And the pitch comes, foul ball. And I think we've seen as many fouls tonight as we've seen misses, which is a promising sign that these batters are doing their batting practice. Next pitch is another foul, and the batter stays alive. Nine to 4, bottom of the 5th, 1 out, time expired. Brewers on top. And pitcher still doesn't like the position of the batter. Locks it in now. And it's right to third base. And number 2 fumbles it a little bit. Even if he hadn't, it would have been a long toss at this age to throw either runner out at 1 or 2. And so runners on both bases for the A's. So out, force out at any base here. And this one's going to be put in play to second. And he may try to tag the runner, and he does. And then they're going to go home with it. He throws it to the pitcher, and the pitcher catches it. And 2 outs recorded. So the grandstand's arguing that the scorer never touched the base, but the umpire is going to let it slide. And the A's record a single run, 9 to 5 now. 2 outs for the Brewers. 1 more will end the game. 9 takes his second strike. And 1 more strike will end things here at the Man Shack Ballparks. And here comes the pitch. And he beans the batter. And a good sport by the batter. I've seen kids cry after that. And so couldn't have happened to a better kiddo. Pitcher going to check on him a little bit with a smile, and he's ready for another one. And here it comes. And a big swing and a big shot over the head to right field. Boy, that couldn't have come at a better time. 10 trying to chase it down. It's going to score both runners and take the score to 9 to 7 on a 2-out rally shot to deep right field after getting hit by a ball. Number 9's going to earn himself a game ball with this one, no matter the outcome. So bases emptied, 2 outs, and the A's need 2 runs to stay in the game. Number 1 takes a swing and a strike. And so even after the big play by the A's, the Brewers are 2 strikes potentially away from a win, but it won't happen on number 1's watch as it's bolted to third base, and he fields it. Bot number 12, the first baseman, body blocks the ball so it doesn't go past, making matters worse. And just like that, the A's have another guy on. And so with 2 outs, the A's will be moving on any kind of contact. Number 3 takes a step out and then swings, causing him to miss the ball. And so that's a correctable issue there for a youngster. And Jared, the batter, closes his stance a bit, but then steps out again and misses for a second time. So 2 strikes. And once again, the Brewers find themselves just needing 1 more strike to end the ball game. We'll see if Jared can say, not on my watch, but it happens, and that's the ball game, folks. 9-7, and the A's climbed back in it, and it was a tough-fought game. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us.